Hey, what's up, everybody? Torey here with you. So hopefully you read we are doing a blackened grilled catfish today with bacon wrapped asparagus. So hopefully you guys are having a great Labor Day and had all of the barbecue your heart desired, and maybe watched a little football and a little tennis. Go Serena, go Salon. So hopefully everybody's doing well today. So let me show you our ingredients here, and we will get started. So we got two nice huge catfish fillets there out of the store. I got three pats of butter there melting. We got some pepper, some garlic salt, some oregano leaves, some blackened seasoning, soy sauce, and some brown sugar. So take you over here. The asparagus takes a while to cook. So I already have the asparagus going in the oven there. I pretty much took 5 or 6 stalks of asparagus and wrap them in bacon, real simple, and it's on 400 degrees here. But to that asparagus, we want to make a sauce to go on top of it, okay? So I'm going to turn the camera around here. So in our pot here, I have 3 tablespoons of butter, okay? And to that, I'm going to put in a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Okay, so we got our brown sugar in there. We're going to put in a tablespoon of soy sauce. Okay. I am going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. And I'm going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper as well. And we basically want to just whisk that around. Again, get the lumps out of the brown sugar. You see nice little brown caramelized color to that brown sugar mixture. Okay, real simple. You just want to heat it enough for your butter to melt and your brown sugar to melt and all of those different flavors to marry together. Okay, real simple. All right, so I am going to cut that fire off. We are going to take our brown sugar mixture back over to the oven and pour it directly on top of the bacon wrapped asparagus. So you want to put your asparagus and bacon in the oven about 10 minutes before you pour the sauce on, and the asparagus cooks pretty much 25 minutes. Okay, all right, so bring our asparagus out here. Okay, bring it over, and we are going to pour our sauce right on top of the asparagus. Okay, just evenly kind of coat that bacon mixture. My goodness, this is going to be so good and dreamy. All right. Okay, so we got our asparagus done, and we're going to take this, put it right back in the oven. Let it do its thing. All right. All right, so now we're going to work on our seasoning our catfish. Okay? So to our catfish, As I said, we want to do the blackening seasoning. I'm cheating here with my Louisiana products. Everything doesn't have to be homemade. As cooks, you don't have to feel pressured that everything has to be homemade. There's some great store-bought products, but I got this last time I went home to Louisiana. It's a Louisiana product brand, but it's Cajun blackened seasoning, so it already has garlic and cumin in it, and paprika in it, and some other Cajun spices. So you want to make sure that you do your fish on both sides here. So I'm gonna just flip this fish over, put some of that seasoning on one side, okay, got the blackening on there. What it doesn't have in it is oregano and brown sugar, so I want to add some oregano to this fish as well, okay. And then we have our brown sugar here. Got a little chunk of it in here. Okay, so I'm just gonna crumble some of that brown sugar right on top of the fish there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of pat that in, make sure it's good and coated. And you'll see that brown sugar just kind of melt into the body of the fish. All right. Then I'm gonna flip it over. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Nice helping of the blackened seasoning all over the fish. Okay. Want to do our oregano. Okay, and then some brown sugar. Just gonna squeeze that right over the top. Okay. Now this, I am saying I'm taking this outdoors to the grill today. You know, it's the Labor Day effect, but this can be cooked over on top of the stove. You can also broil, you know, catfish, but I really like it either cooked on top of the stove or on the grill. The key, the secret ingredient today though, is that cast iron skillet. I'm telling you, if any of you do any kind of cooking, you need to invest in a cast iron skillet. Okay? All right, so you can see we have our fish all coated and done. Blackened does not mean that it's so spicy that you can hardly feel your tongue, okay? Blackened does have spice to it, but it should not be so hot that you cannot eat it, okay? So a lot of people, you know, confuse when they hear the word blackened with thinking heat and hot. So it does have spice, but it should be a flavorful spice. It should not be where, you know, people who can't really do spice could not, you know, eat this. All right, so that's good. Look at the fish. Let me give my hands a little wash here. All right. So now what we want to do is, while our asparagus is cooking, we're going to take this outdoors to the grill, okay? So follow along with me. Okay. All right, so we outdoors here. It's been a very hot weekend, so hopefully you guys have had a good time for your Labor Day. All right, so show you here, I have my cast iron skillet already in the grill because I wanted to get really steaming and hot. This is not going to cook long. My grill is on low heat. So we're going to take our vegetable oil here. You can also use canola oil. And you're just going to put in enough to coat the bottom of the pan, okay? So, and then I'm going to get my thing here. Make sure we coat the bottom of that pan there. And then we're going to take our fish over here. Hear that sizzling? Oh my goodness. And we're going to lay our fish right in that pan. And basically, you are going to just let that cook. We're going to look at that sizzle there. You can see the blackened seasoned on there. And basically, we are just going to let this cook for a few minutes. So you basically want to do 2 to 3 minutes each side, but you can watch it. But we're going to close our grill and just let that cook. So while that's moving, we're going to go back. We're going to go back inside and check on our asparagus. Now, I could have done the asparagus out on the grill as well. Would have came along fine. But with the fish, because we need the grill closed, the asparagus has to be constantly turned and flipped to make sure that it doesn't burn. So since I need the grill closed to do the fish, I decided to do the asparagus in the oven today so that we wouldn't have to constantly open and close that asparagus with the fish in. All right, so we will go and check on our asparagus here. So as you can see, the caramelization of that brown sugar there on the asparagus. And I still want about, 4 or 5 more minutes on that. And it probably won't even take that long. Alright. So now that we've done that, again, you can, if you wanted to make your own spice combination, you pretty much do 2 tablespoons of everything. So you want to do season all, salt, pepper, cumin, paprika, garlic powder. If you want to forego the regular salt, you can do garlic salt. What else oregano can go in there, and do about 2 tablespoons of all of that, and then a little hint of cayenne pepper as well if you want to make your own spice rub. That's also pretty much the rub that I use whenever I'm seasoning ribs as well. So we have killed enough time checking on the asparagus. We probably can go outside and flip our catfish. So let's go back and get our catfish in here. Okay, let's open up our grill. Oh man, see, you still got the sizzle. It's looking good, smelling good. All right, put this camera down. And we are going to flip. We're going to flip our fish here. Catfish is a really delicate fish. You've heard a nice little substitute for catfish is the sway fish. Side is kind of, I don't want to burn myself, so I'm trying to tread lightly here. All right, so you see that nice caramelization on that fish there, which is beautiful, just what we want. to have for our fish. So I'm gonna close that up. The only thing that I did wrong today on showing you this recipe is with anything when you're frying fish, well, not frying it, but have fish in a light oil that you're kind of flash frying it with, you want to start your fish on whatever side you're going to present it. So start your fish off on frying down in the pan with whatever side you're going to present it on, because what happens is your oil, your butter gets dirty and brown. So if you start it with the bottom half, once you flip it over to the nice side, to the side you're going to present it, then it's all brown and those, you know, ugly brown bits. So if you're going to be presenting this, or plate food presentation is so important, start with your fish on frying it on the side down that you're going to present. So start it that way. So that's what I didn't do today, but I wanted to give you that tip so you will know for next time or when you are cooking for somebody. So our fish is just about done here. Again, catfish doesn't take long at all. If you just bear with me, we're going to walk back in the house one last time, and we're going to take our asparagus out of the oven. And by the time we return back, our fish will be ready to take off the grill here. So let's go get our asparagus out of the oven, and we will be ready to kind of plate our dinner. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for the suggestions that I'm getting in. Happy Labor Day to everybody, and we should be ready to go here. All right, so let's go get our asparagus out of the oven. Clear that off. Okay. You can see the asparagus, that brown sugar, butter, soy sauce has just gotten all caramelized on there. You probably, want to move it around a little bit, because as it gets cooler, it will pretty much stick to the pan. So I'm just kind of shifting that around. If you wanted your bacon to get a little crispier, you could turn your broiler on low for like 2 minutes, maybe not even that long, with the thin asparagus, and that will give a nice little caramelization on top of your bacon as well. Also, another thing you can do with this asparagus and bacon is some people like to have a little Parmesan cheese on top of this asparagus as well. So you could also do that if you want to. So our asparagus is ready though. Again, I did about 6 stalks of asparagus, just simply wrapped it in bacon, and the sauce on top of that was a ½ cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of soy sauce, a teaspoon of garlic salt, and a half teaspoon of garlic salt, and a half teaspoon of pepper, and then we did 3 tablespoons of butter in there as well, and that was the sauce. But we start cooking the asparagus 10 minutes before we poured the sauce on top of it. All right, so we are ready. Our fish should be ready, perfect outside, and we're gonna go grab that off of the grill. And man, this Labor Day dinner is finished. All right, so let's give that a look. Yes, yes, yes. All right, see, look at that beautiful color. Hear that frying? That's always a good sound. Bring my plate over. And let me put this kind of down here, and see, we are get our fish out of here. Okay. Look at that. Look at that beautiful color on the fish. Nice and flaky, ready to go. Wow. It's good looking stuff. All right. Let me get my other piece out of here. Okay, as you guys can see that beautiful blackened look. Let me turn my fire off. Okay. We're gonna take this inside the house. Okay. All right, got our fish. Okay. So now with our fish done, I am going to get our fish. I'm going to get another plate. Okay, we're gonna get our asparagus over here. Set that extra one over. And guys, what do you think about that? Beautiful blackened catfish with the bacon wrapped asparagus on the side. If that doesn't get your mouth watering, I don't know what will. So thank you guys for watching today. Happy Labor Day. Those of you who are going back to work, sorry. But good luck this week, US Open. So go Serena, go Salome. You guys have a good one. And like the video, share the video, and just tell others to watch and check me out. So this is Torey with you, and hope you had a good time with me, and I hope you will try the dish. Okay, so again, our blackened catfish with our bacon wrapped asparagus with our brown sugar sauce. Thank you guys. Have a good one.